Hey Algebra 1 kids, this is Dr. NataliaCallahan with week 6 Friday for Algebra 1 semester 1. Go ahead and make sure you guys have your blue student books and we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to talk about 3.5, which is on Scatterplots and line of best fit. All right, so take a look at the first question. It says Nicholas plotted data points represent the relationship between screen size and cost of television. Everything about the television is the same except for the screen size. So the screen size here in the bottom in the x-axis is in terms of inches, and then the cost is in terms of dollar on the y-axis. So first question, A, describe any pattern you see. When I'm looking at this, what I see is that it seems like as the screen sizes gets bigger in inches, so does the cost of the screen itself. If you look at it, it kind of goes up like this. So what you can say is as the screen size in inches increase, so does the cost of the TV. B, what does a setup point tell you about the relationship, the screen size, and the cost of the television? Well, if I were to draw a line through these points, then you can see that it is a positive slope. So essentially, as a screen size increase, so does the cost of the television. So you can write something like screen size increase, price increase. Lastly, C, where do you think the point for a 46-inch television would be on the screen? And how about for a 16-inch TV? Now for this one, you can make a guess with an estimate. Or if you decide to be a little bit more precise, what you can do is you can take the furthest point, which is right here, and for a 50-inch screen TV, the cost of that is $500. Then you can take the smallest point or the lowest point, and for a 40-inch screen TV, the cost is $300. So then what you do with those 2 points is, yes, you guessed it, you're going to find the slope of those 2 points. So x1, y1, x2, y2, your slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 500 minus 300 divided by 50 minus 40, which is 200 over 10. And your slope is 20 in this case. But if you want to find an equation that will make a better guess of this, then what you can do is that you can use the y-intercept form, using the m, picking a point, and then solving for b. So what you can do here is let's pick the smallest point. In this case, my smallest point would be the 40, the 40 and 30, 300. And you have y equals mx plus b, 300 equals 20 times 40 plus b. 2 times 4 is 8 plus b. So then you're going to go ahead and subtract it. B equals minus 500. Y equals 20x minus 500. And this is your equation. And what you can do with this is you can go ahead and plug in the number. X is going to represent the screen size for the TV. And the Y will represent the price for the TV. So in this case, if I were to have a 60-inch TV, Y equals 20 times 60 minus 500. 2 times 6 is 12. You have 2 zeros. minus 500, y will equal $700. So does that make sense? We'll take a look at the chart. If a 50-inch screen TV is $500, then a 60-inch TV, it's estimated to be around $700. Well, that sounds about right. It makes sense. So why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try the 46-inch TV and see how much that will cost. All right, let's take a look at the next question here. It says, describe the type of association of each scatter plot shown. If I could go ahead and draw a straight line like this, I know it's a positive slope, so therefore it is a positive correlation. Here, it's a little bit less now. Because they're all scattered about everywhere, you can't really draw a straight line that will represent the entire area specifically. So for this one, it is no correlation. Now, on the other hand, if I were able to draw a line this way with a bunch of dots like this, then I could say that this is a negative correlation. Go ahead and write down your thoughts on habits of mind, which says determine whether the data sets have a negative, positive, or no correlation or no association. Example 2. How can the relationship between the hours after sunset X and the temperature be modeled? If you take a look at this, it is a negative correlation. And you can say something like, well, if it is 1 hour after sunset, the temperature is still fairly high, like in the high 60s. But then as the hour progressively gets longer after sunset, well, what ends up happening with the temperature? It drops down. So this is a negative correlation. So the relationship here is the longer time has passed after the sunset, the lower temperature is outside. All right, let's move on. Take a look at number 6. Describe the type of association between X and Y for the set of data. Explain. Are you able to draw a line that's fairly close to the dots? Yes, and it's a positive slope. So that means it is a positive correlation. And would you say that this is a strong or a weak correlation? I would say it's a strong positive correlation, because if it is a weak positive correlation, it will look something like this, where it's still going in the positive direction, but the dots are a little bit further apart from the line itself. Let's take a look at number 7. Number 7, you have 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. So the X value is getting bigger. Then when you look at the Y, 9, 7, 5, 3, 3, the numbers are actually getting smaller. So in this case, because you're going in opposite directions, it is a negative correlation. Okay, number 8. The table shows the hour of studying and a person's test score. So if you think about it, the more hours that you study, what do you really anticipate to happen on your test? You probably do better. So you have a higher grade. So because it is positive and positive going in the same direction, it is a positive correlation. Now, on the other hand, just like number 7, if it's going in opposite direction, it will be negative correlation. All right, you guys, that is it for this class. I would like you to go ahead and pause the video and maybe spend a little bit of time answering the homework question. In our next class, I will go over these with you guys, but if you would like to check right now, here are the answers. That's written in pink. And when you are ready, or you feel like you're ready to take the quiz, it is only 5 questions. Go ahead and take the quiz on these 5 questions. And if you need to have more practice with this, what you need to do is just go to YouTube and type in Scatterplot in Algebra 1, or type in this tiny URL that I have right here. Everything is lowercase. Once you type that into your web browser, you will have many, many other videos that shares the same topic of positive, negative, or no correlation. And you could pick any of these that you want to get more practice. I hope to see you guys next time. As always, stay safe and healthy. And before I go, I just want to share one more thing with you guys, which is this part right here. So once you go ahead and click on that link, you have all of these videos at your disposal to look through when it comes to scatter plots. All right, see you guys next time.